Buckle your seatbelts for another tale of the supernatural. What if I told you that one of the most haunted places in the world is a castle in Ireland where centuries of violence, betrayal, and dark rituals have left behind restless spirits? This is something you must hear to believe. Today we're going to share the mystery of Leap Castle, Ireland's most haunted castle. Located in County Offaly, this fortress has a dark and bloody history that has earned it a reputation as one of the scariest places on earth. But before we get into that, there's something even more unsettling about this castle. An entity known as the elemental spirit lurks within its walls. I'll share the details in just a moment. Leap Castle was built in the late 15th century by the powerful O'Carroll clan, a family infamous for their ruthless and violent ways. The castle became the site of numerous acts of betrayal and murder, as the O'Carrolls fought for dominance within their own ranks. One of the most notorious events took place in the Bloody Chapel, where a power struggle between two brothers turned deadly. During a mass, one brother, driven by ambition, murdered his sibling, a priest, right in the middle of the ceremony. To this day, the priest's ghost is said to haunt the chapel, with visitors often reporting sightings of a shadowy figure in clerical robes, faint whispers echoing through the halls, and an overwhelming chill in the air. But before we delve deeper into the castle's gruesome past, let's return to that mysterious and terrifying presence, the elemental spirit. Some say this malevolent entity predates the O'Carrolls themselves and may have been summoned during ancient rituals on the land. I'll share more about this in just a moment, but believe me, there's much more to uncover. Beneath the Bloody Chapel lies an oubliette, a hidden dungeon where prisoners were thrown to suffer a slow and agonizing death. When the oubliette was discovered in the early 20th century, workers were horrified to find hundreds of human skeletons impaled on wooden spikes. The O'Carrolls used this pit to dispose of their enemies in the most gruesome way possible. The spirits of these unfortunate souls are believed to haunt the castle, with many visitors reporting agonizing moans, sudden drops in temperature, and shadowy figures lurking in the dark corners of the dungeon. Remember when I mentioned the elemental spirit? Well, here's the jaw-dropping part about it. This entity is described as a dark, shadowy figure with a foul stench of sulfur and decaying flesh, instilling terror in those who encounter it. The elemental is believed to be a manifestation of the castle's violent history, embodying the fear, anger, and suffering of those who perished within its walls. Those who have experienced its presence describe an overwhelming sense of dread, often fleeing the scene immediately. Okay, so we've explored the haunted history of Leap Castle, the tragic spirits that linger in the Bloody Chapel, the grisly discovery in the oubliette, and the terrifying presence of the elemental. It's been an interesting tale, hasn't it? Don't miss out on more spine-chilling tales. Follow us for more paranormal stories.